Have you ever made a coffee and it's just sour or it's bitter or it just doesn't quite look right? There's a good chance that your grind is wrong and you need to change that grind. In this video, I'm going to talk you through the simplest way to understand grind changes and how you can change them to get a better tasting coffee every day. All right, so I'm going to make this as easy as possible today, and we're going to talk about just what your grind changes do, and we really wanted to focus on just how long it takes for the water to get from the top to the bottom and make sure that we're aiming for an optimal time. We're going to pick 30 seconds today. Don't worry about recipes, we're not going to worry about dose or anything on this one, just grind changes. All right, so you'll imagine you've got two buckets, and both of them have holes in the bottom of them. One of them is full of rocks, and this is going to represent our coarse coffee, and the other bucket is full of sand, and this is our fine grind coffee. Now, if I get some water and I tip that water straight into the bucket of rocks, the water is going to be able to travel in between the rocks. And this is much like our coarse coffee. The grind particle sizes are bigger, they're a bit clumsy, and the water can actually just flow through them faster. That is one thing that's happening with that coarse grind coffee. It's not very absorbent. So the coffee, as it's coarser, it's not as absorbent. It won't hang on to the water. It will just let it pass through. And this is what we call under extracted coffee. So when your coffee runs through fast, this is when you'll get sour flavors. And this is when we'll find that our shots are running faster than 30 seconds. So if your shots are running 20 seconds, 15, 25, you need to go finer to get your coffee to slow down a bit. So once you start slowing it down and you start to go finer, you're now looking at that bucket of sand. Now that bucket of sand, all of those granules or those small fine grind particle sizes can now tetras together, so the gaps are a lot smaller and the coffee can't easily travel through the coffee grinds. But also a technical thing, the more you grind coffee, the more surface area you expose, and therefore the more the coffee will want to hang on to that water. And that's a great thing in coffee. We want the ground coffee to hang on to the water, it's going to grab some flavor, and it's going to pull that into the cup. But at some point, that goes too far and we get what's called over-extracted coffee. And that's where you'll get your burnt, bitter flavors. Consider it like you're boiling something, your boiling water is going through the coffee and it's spending too long with it, and that's where you'll get burnt flavors, just cooking it for too long. So then you'll be looking at your 35 seconds, your 40-second extractions. So if you're getting shot times that are over 30 seconds, we need to go coarser. Now this is a game that we play as baristas all day long, is playing between grind settings. You will constantly be changing your grind settings. Don't be surprised if you are playing this game from the start of the day to the end of the day. It is all in good fun, and to be honest, there is never a perfect grind setting because your burrs will wear out, your coffee will change, and there's so many things to consider. But this is just one element that's going to help us really get great tasting coffee. Now I want to chuck in one hot tip for you, and this one can save you hours of pain, and that is if you are using a hopper grinder, just remember there is grind retention in the burrs. So if you do make one of your grind changes, you need to clear out at least one head. Otherwise, you won't see your grind change for another head or two later, and this will drive you crazy. So if you're making grind changes, make sure that you're either using a single dose grinder so you don't have this issue, or we're going to have to clear out all of the residual grind that was in there of the old grind setting so you can get to the new grind setting and see the change to your coffee. So understanding grind changes can open up a world of flavor to your coffee making experience. Now, once you've nailed this, there's so much more to explore. You should learn about dose. We want to understand recipes. We'll obviously get into milk and latte art and all those amazing things about coffee. We've done videos on every single step of the process. So if you enjoy this video and you want to learn how to make better coffee, to be a barista in a cafe or to run a cafe, or in this sense, just make better coffee at home, check out all the other videos we've done. Check out the full channel. Make sure you subscribe. Support us. We're a coffee roaster. We send coffee all around Australia. So grab some of our coffee from artisti.com.au. If I can help you in your cafe, reach out to our team, and a wholesale team will look after you, and we could support you to sell great coffee. So thank you for watching, and subscribe to the channel, like the video, and hit the bell icon so you get notified of all future coffee videos. I'll see you next time. Bye.